Sure, here's your full Hindi text translated into clear, natural English while keeping the flow and storytelling. Hello, friends. These days, action films are in huge demand. If you look at the list of highest-grossing Indian films, most of the top 50 are action movies. Pathan, Jawan, Era Red, Pushpa, KGF, Bahubali. Out of the top 10, 7 are action films. Whether it's Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, or even English, the trend is the same. Asterisk in Hollywood, too. This pattern is visible. Avatar, Avengers, Star Wars, Spider-Man, Jurassic World, whether it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe or YRF's Spy Universe. The massive box office success of these films has led to long queues of sequels. Every year, a large chunk of theatrical releases are action films. Recently, Superman released, and now War 2 is on the way. The Rock as the best agent. Even before these films hit theaters, their trailers rack up millions of views. Asterisk, but what is it about action movies that makes people love them so much? Today, let's explore the fascinating science and psychology behind this. Asterisk, back in the 2000s, when we watched films on TV, the ending was often our favorite part. The final showdown between hero and villain. As always, in those films, the police would arrive late, and until then, it would be dishoom between the hero's side and the villain's side. Asterisk, take Johnny Maranam, Zangir, Diwar, Humpunch, Gaya, Tirangaa, Main Kiladitu, Anari Koila. These weren't pure action films, but mixed genre. D-War had heavy drama. Today I have buildings, property, bank balance, bungalow, cars. What do you have? I have my mother. Humpunch was a social commentary, exposing exploitation. Taranga targeted corrupt politicians, while Main Kaladi to Anari blended action with comedy. Vanji, how many times have I told you I don't like BET? Then why did you make it? Asterix, over time, producers realized if audiences waited eagerly for the last fight scene, why not fill the entire movie with action? Reduce story, increase action. This was the birth of modern action cinema. Asterisk in Bollywood. This shift came early. In Hollywood, films like Die Hard, Rocky, Terminator, John Wick, Top Gun, Mission Impossible changed the game. Actors famous for acting, chops weren't the main draw. Instead, muscular heroes like Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone emerged. Alongside, we had smart heroes like Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. These films were packed with fight sequences, shootouts, explosions, car chases, and stunts. Asterisk, another branch formed. Martial arts films. Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, Fist of Fury, Hong Kong star Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, Project A, Police Story, Rush Hour. Later came Kill Bill, Kung Fu Hustle, The Karate Kid. Asterisk in Bollywood. You could say this style started with Doom 2004. We Are Thieves, Disappear Like Smoke. After Doom came the Dawn and Race series. But the true masala action trend that rules today began with Wanted 2009, the film that revived Salman Khan's career. Directed by legendary dancer Prabhu Deva, it was a remake of Puri Yaganet's Telugu hit Pakiri. Asterisk now. Whether it's Hollywood superhero films, martial arts, or Bollywood masala action, the style differs, but several things are common. Action. Films are often called popcorn entertainment, or no-brainers. They don't require deep thinking. Plots aren't complex. The hero-villain distinction is crystal clear, usually obvious from the poster. You know exactly who to cheer for. And there are no morally gray characters. Asterisk stories are simple. If the hero's a cop, the villain's a gangster. If the hero's a raw agent, the villain's a terrorist. Twists are blatant, and betrayals resolve clearly, no ambiguous characters. Characters themselves are grand. Trailers focus heavily on action scenes because that's what the audience wants. Asterisk, for example. In War 2's trailer, you'll see one high-octane sequence after another. The YRF Spy Universe began with X Tha Tiger, followed by Tiger Z High in War. By the time Pathan came in 2023, we even saw crossover characters. Tiger meeting Pathan. Asterisk. While Marvel's universe drew from decades of comic books, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Avengers saving the world, YRF's Spy Universe had no books to adapt. They focused on patriotism, terrorism, and real-world issues, a challenge for Indian cinema. Yet, they've already grossed over 3,000 crore in India. Asterisk, the Spy Universe has for main Indian secret agents. Asterisk 1, Avinash, Singh Rathore, Tiger, Salman Khan. Asterisk 2, Major, Kabir Dhaliwal, Hrithik Roshan War, *3, Pathan, Shah Rukh Khan *4, Special Unit Officer Vikram Jr. NTR War 2, possibly the first gray character in the series. In action films, villains are often iconic, Avengers, Thanos, or Pathans, Jim, John Abraham. When audiences see the hero battling the villain, they subconsciously feel heroic themselves thanks to mirror neurons in our brain, which fire when we observe or imagine actions. One famous psychology experiment, the fake rubber hand. Test shows how the brain can adopt an external object as part of the body if vision, touch, and timing align. This explains why we feel the hero's punches and victories as our own. Each action sequence delivers small dopamine hits, thrills in a safe environment. Action scenes also use rapid cuts, shifting camera angles, and intense sound design to immerse us. These films are rarely meant to be profound masterpieces. Their job is to give you 2 hours of fast-paced fun. That's why they're called popcorn flicks. Cornell University's 2014 study, published in JAMA Internal Medicine, found viewers ate 65% more calories watching an action movie compared to an interview program because fast visuals increase mindless eating. Audiences say they don't want heavy emotions. They want to lose themselves for 2 hours and forget life's stress. This is why action films appeal to the widest possible audience, even those with short attention spans. Surprisingly, research from Martin Luther University 2022, Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience, found that action films evoke stronger emotional responses than crime or thriller films, activating the amygdala, emotion processing, especially fear, aggression, and nucleus accumbens, reward center, more intensely. Comedy films showed similar activation. Thrillers and crime films, much less. This means violence isn't all the same. Comic book violence and Doom, The Tiger, War, Avengers, Superman is stylized, with little blood, making it family-friendly. PG-13. Dark thrillers, Parasite, Joker, Nightcrawler, Silence of the Lambs, Ugly are morally complex, with gray characters and no clear right-wrong. The real problem is raw, senseless violence designed to disturb or glorify crime. Hostile, Saw, The Wild Bunch, I Spit on Your Grave. Such films can promote toxic masculinity and genuinely harm society. Audiences clearly distinguish between stylized dishoom, and disturbing gore, a difference filmmakers must respect. Cinema may be a business, but it's also art. You can make action films that are both thrilling and artistic, like Zhang Yimou's Hero, visually stunning, with a brilliant story and top-tier action, or Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, 10 Oscar nominations, for wins, massive box office success. In the future, I hope action films not only improve their action but also their concepts and stories. Competing with their popularity is hard for any other genre, partly because action is a universal language, even muted or dubbed. Action transcends borders and cultures. That's why action films have a higher chance of being profitable. But hopefully, upcoming titles like War 2 and Pathan 2 will not just propel so a truly, if you want. I can also make a shorter, punchier English YouTube script version, which works perfectly for narration and audience retention. Would you like me to prepare